Rangers could be edging closer to another major attacking addition this summer, with the club now confident that a deal for Girona forward Kim Minsu could be completed quickly. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. The South Korean is understood to be one of several wide attacking options currently being assessed by Rangers' recruitment team. But there is one major twist. Despite growing confidence that personal terms would not be an issue, the Ibrox hierarchy have still not decided whether Minsu is the player they want to push for. That decision could ultimately determine whether Rangers launch an £8.5 million offer for the 20-year-old, which would trigger an automatic release clause in his Girona contract. And while that is a significant amount of money, Rangers have reportedly been assured that agreeing terms with Minsu would be straightforward should they give the green light. That makes this a particularly interesting situation for Derek McInnes and the Rangers recruitment department. The player appears to be available, the financial mechanism to get the deal done is already in place, and there is confidence that the player himself would not stand in the way. But Rangers are still weighing up whether Minsu is the right option. Importantly, the forward is not expected to arrive at Ibrox this weekend, with technical director Dan Purdy and chief executive Jim Gillespie continuing to assess the options before presenting a final recommendation to McInnes. Minsu certainly has an intriguing profile. The 20-year-old prefers operating from the left wing, but his versatility means he can also play on the opposite flank or through the middle as a forward. That flexibility could be particularly appealing to Rangers as they look to add more attacking options to McInnes' squad. He joined Girona back in 2022 and has since made more than 70 appearances for their B team in the Spanish lower leagues. He was eventually promoted to the first team squad in 2024, making 3 appearances before heading out on loan to FC Andorra last season. And that loan spell gave Rangers another opportunity to assess what he can offer. Minsu made 40 appearances for Andorra in the Segunda Division, scoring 6 goals and registering 4 assists. Those numbers may not immediately jump off the page, but his versatility, age and potential could make him an interesting long-term option for Rangers. However, the Ibrox club are not the only side keeping an eye on him. Girona are reportedly bracing themselves for an offer, with other clubs also interested in the youngster. That could create pressure on Rangers to make a decision sooner rather than later if they genuinely believe Minsu is their preferred target. And this is where the situation becomes particularly intriguing. Rangers effectively have a clear route to the player if they decide he is the man they want. The £8.5 million release clause is there, and personal terms are not expected to present a major obstacle. The question is whether Rangers are prepared to pull the trigger. For now, it appears the club are taking their time and comparing Minsu with the other attacking targets on their list before making that final call. So, Rangers could yet have a very busy period ahead. An £8.5 million release clause is sitting there for Kim Minsu, personal terms are believed to be manageable, and Girona are preparing for potential offers. But Rangers have not yet made the final decision, and that could be the biggest twist of all, because if the Ibrox hierarchy decide Minsu is the right man for Derek McInnes, this could suddenly move from a name being monitored to a deal that develops extremely quickly. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest Rangers news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. There has been a major twist surrounding Vaklav Cerny and a potential return to Rangers, with the latest information seemingly forming a conclusion on the return of the Czech international to Ibrox. Cerny's name has once again been circulating among Rangers supporters, particularly after the club's failed pursuit of Kohib Drywech left Derek McInnes still searching for attacking reinforcements. Given Cerny's previous spell at Ibrox, it was easy to see why the rumours quickly gathered momentum. The Czech winger was a huge favourite during his 2024-25 loan spell, producing an impressive 18 goals and 9 assists across the campaign. Rangers even had an option to make the move permanent for around £6 million, but that opportunity ultimately disappeared following changes at both ownership and managerial level. Now, however, the latest claims have dramatically changed the picture. Reports suggested Rangers had opened talks with Besiktas over a potential deal and, crucially, that Cerny himself was keen on returning to Glasgow. But sources with direct knowledge of the situation have strongly rejected that suggestion, insisting that the 28-year-old has no intention of leaving Besiktas and is completely settled in Turkey. That is a significant development for Rangers because it means this may not simply be a case of the club deciding whether or not to pursue their former star. According to the latest information, the player himself is not looking for a move. And there is another major reason why a transfer could prove difficult. Cerny has already established himself as an important part of Vincenzo Italiano's plans at Besiktas. He has started all 5 of the club's competitive matches so far this season, contributing 2 goals and an assist, which suggests he is very much involved in their plans rather than being a player they are desperate to move on. That directly contradicts previous reports suggesting Besiktas could be prepared to offload him, and it gives Rangers an even clearer indication of where things currently stand. For Rangers supporters, this will undoubtedly be frustrating. Cerny already knows the club, knows the demands of playing in Ibrox, and has proven that he can produce at the highest level in Scottish football. With McInnes looking for 2 new wingers before the transfer window closes, his return would have appeared to be an ideal solution. But the latest information suggests that Rangers may have to look elsewhere. Names such as Mario Cozier-Dewberry and Camilo Mena have been linked with the club as McInnes continues to search for attacking options. And with the window now entering its final stages, Rangers cannot afford to waste too much time chasing a player who currently appears settled where he is. So despite all the speculation, the message from sources close to Cerny is clear. He is not pushing for a Rangers return, and there is currently no indication that he wants to leave Besiktas. The big question now is whether Rangers will accept that answer and move on to alternative targets, or whether the situation could change dramatically before deadline day. For now though, a sensational Cerny comeback to Ibrox looks considerably more unlikely than the latest rumours had suggested.